Hello everybody and welcome back. In the previous video we had parsed our user data and now we have the user data available to us within a user variable property for our authentication provider. And now if we want to ever access the currently authenticated user, we can actually access the user property and get our user from there. The next thing that I'd like to do, that now that we're done with the process of updating the information, getting the information, and then saving that information inside of our authentication provider class, is that the final step is to actually move from our login page to our home page. So in this video, we're going to be working towards that. So with that said, let's get into the process and let's see how to do that. So to get started, the first thing that we're going to be doing is that we are going to be going to our pages folder, and inside of our pages folder, we are going to be creating a new page that's going to be called home page. So let's do that. So new file, I'll call this home_page.dart, and then I'm going to open this up, and inside of here, I'll firstly import a package. So import the material package. And with this, what I'm going to do is that I am going to create our class. I'll call this home page. I'm going to say that it extends a stateful widget, and then I'm going to open it up. Inside of here, I'm going to create the create state function. And then I'm going to head out of this class. I'm going to create the corresponding state class for this class called home page state. And then I'll say that it extends state of type home page. And with this, I'm going to open the class definition and I'm going to add the build method to this as well. Then I'll go to the create state function and I'm going to say that it's going to return an instance of our home page state. And then for our home page state class for the build function, I'm going to say that the build function is going to return a function called build UI, similar to how we've been doing that for our login page. And then I'm going to add the function called build UI. So widget_build UI. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say that it's going to return an empty scaffold. With this, I'm going to do command save, and that's pretty much all we're going to be doing for now to our home page. With that, I'm going to close my home page file and I'm going to go to my main.dart file, and I'm going to firstly import my page at the top. So I'm going to go to the pages section. I'm going to say import./pages, and then I'm going to say home page. And once the home page is imported, I'm going to close my debug console. So let me just close that. And then I'm going to second go to my route section. And here I'm going to be adding a new route. I'm going to be adding a new route. And the new route is going to be /home. And it's going to actually take us to our home page. So I'm going to say that this function is going to take in a build context. That's how the routes map expects us to provide it keys as well as functions for those as values for those keys, which take in a build context and then return to us whatever page that needs to be built. In this case, it'll be an instance of our home page. Do Alt-Shift-F command save, and that's all we have to do. So now that our home page has been added to the routes map, the next thing that we can do is that we can go back to our authentication provider, and inside of here, once we're done with actually parsing our user, we can actually navigate using our navigation service to our home page. So what here I'm going to do is that I'm going to say that navigation service dot remove and navigate to route, which means that remove the login page completely, that we do not want the ability to come back to the login page, and then go to the route/home. And then add a semicolon at the end to command save. Make sure that whatever route name you pass in here corresponds to whatever route name is inside of the routes map. With this, we are pretty much done. So now you're going to see a very powerful thing, or the magic of the code that we just wrote, where if I restart my application, we're automatically going to be logged in and taken to our home page. As you can see, I'll do that again. There's our splash screen, there's our login page, and then we moved on to our home page, automatically done. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to my authentication provider, and I'm going to say in between where we check for our auth status, I'm going to call the _auth.soundout function. And this is an asynchronous function, which is going to take some time. So the first time I restart my application, it's going to immediately call this function, but it's not going to wait for us to sign out. So the auth status change function is not going to react much. As you can see, it'll still take us to the home page. But the next time I restart, now that this function has become and we're already logged out, you're going to see that we come to our login page and we don't move anywhere from there. And now if I go to our login page and I put in Hussein at preneur.com, and then I put in the appropriate password, and I click on login, it's going to take us to our home page. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to the else clause, and I'm going to say that if our user was null, what I'd like to do is that I'd like to use the same navigation service function. So I'm going to say navigation service, but this time I'm going to say remove and navigate to the /login page. And with this, the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to set the user to null as well. And that is this user variable. Or actually, we don't have to do that. We can just leave it as it is. I'm just going to leave the user as it is and do command save. So now if I restart my application, you're going to see that we go to our home page. If I restart it again, since we call sign out, we're not going to go anywhere. So now I'll remove the sign out call. We don't need it anymore. That's not part of the logic. I'll restart my application again just to show you the authentication flow. So now if I do Hussein at preneur.com and then test123 hash and log in or colon, and you're going to be taken to the home screen. And now if we log out, then we're going to be taken back to our login page. And I'm going to show you the login functionality later on in the upcoming videos, but for now, just take my word. If we actually log out, this auth state changes function is going to be called again, and this time it's going to call this piece of code, and it'll take us back to our login page. So with that, we're done with our login page. We've implemented almost everything that had to be implemented for login page, from the UI to everything else that consisted for the business logic of our login page. So with this done, we are now going to be moving towards the registration page of our application, and we're going to be looking at how to build the UI for our registration page, and then also looking at what the business logic for that page is. So with that, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.